Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Book Summary Podcast. Here, we turn the world's greatest books into powerful lessons you can enjoy in just minutes. Today's episode is about The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, one of the most beloved books in the world. It may look like a children's story, but behind its simple words lie deep lessons about love, loneliness, friendship, and the true meaning of life. Part 1. The Pilot and the Little Prince. The story begins with a pilot who crashes his plane in the Sahara Desert. There, he meets a mysterious young boy, the Little Prince. The pilot soon learns that the prince comes from a tiny planet, no bigger than a house. The boy cares for a single rose and keeps his world clean from dangerous baobab trees that could destroy it if left to grow. From the start, we see two worlds colliding: the practical, tired adult represented by the pilot, and the innocent, curious wisdom of the prince. Part 2. The Prince's Journey Through Planets. The Little Prince tells the pilot about his journey through space, visiting several strange planets, each inhabited by a single adult character. On one planet, he meets a king who rules over nothing. On another, a vain man who only craves admiration. Then, a drunkard who drinks to forget his shame. A businessman obsessed with counting stars, as if owning them gives him value. A lamplighter, endlessly lighting and extinguishing his lamp without question. Finally, a geographer who studies the world, but never explores it. Each adult represents a flaw of grown-up thinking: obsession with power, pride, wealth, blind routine, or knowledge without action. Through the prince's innocent eyes, we see the emptiness of these pursuits. Part 3. The Rose and the Fox. The heart of the story lies in the little prince's relationships. On his planet, he has a rose. She is beautiful, but vain, demanding attention, and often makes him feel confused. Yet he loves her deeply, even when he leaves her behind. The rose represents love, delicate, sometimes painful, but ultimately essential. Later on Earth, the prince meets a fox. The fox asks to be tamed. At first, the boy doesn't understand, but the fox explains, to be tamed is to establish ties. By spending time together, they become unique to one another. From the fox, the prince learns the story's most famous lesson: what is essential is invisible to the eye. It is only with the heart that one can see rightly. Part 4. Lessons from the grown-ups. The Little Prince shows us that adults often lose sight of what matters. They become consumed with numbers, status, and seriousness, forgetting curiosity, imagination, and relationships. Through each encounter, the prince and the reader are reminded that life's meaning isn't in possessions or achievements, but in connections and simple joys. Part 5. Loneliness and Friendship. The prince also discovers the pain of loneliness. His rose is unique, but when he sees a whole garden of roses on Earth, he feels betrayed. Only through the fox's wisdom does he realize that his rose is special because of the time and care he gave her. This shows us that meaning is created not by what things are, but by the love and attention we give them. Friendship, love, and responsibility are what make life rich. Part 6. The Desert and the Well. In the desert, the pilot and the prince search for water. They find a well, and the water tastes sweeter because of the journey and effort it took to reach it. This symbolizes that the true value of things lies not in the thing itself, but in the experiences and struggles that give it meaning. The desert, vast and empty, reflects human loneliness, but within it, hidden wells remind us of hidden treasures: joy, love, and hope. Part 7. The Ending. Eventually, the little prince tells the pilot that he must return to his planet and his rose. He allows a snake to bite him, knowing that his body will fall, but his spirit will travel back home. The pilot, heartbroken, realizes the prince's lessons will stay with him forever. The ending is bittersweet. The prince disappears, but his wisdom remains. We must live with childlike wonder, value relationships over possessions, and see with the heart, not just the eyes. Part 8. The Deeper Meaning. Though it looks like a fairy tale, The Little Prince is a reflection on human nature. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry wrote it during World War II, when the world was drowning in destruction and materialism. The book reminds us of what is fragile and essential: love, innocence, kindness, and imagination. It is a book that children understand with their hearts, and adults rediscover when they need healing. In the end, The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry reminds us that the most important things in life cannot be measured or owned. Love, friendship, and responsibility are invisible to the eye, but they give life its true meaning. If you enjoyed this summary, please give it a like. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly book summaries. Your support keeps this journey alive. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.